Hello everybody, how are you going? I hope that you are well. Today I just have quite a quick video for you as it is 9 days to Christmas, I think, by the time I put this video out, and my parents and my family are bugging me for Christmas ideas for what I want for Christmas, and I always hate getting this question because I'm like, I don't know. So what I've done is a proper brainstorm, and if any of you out there travel lovers are looking for some gift ideas either for yourself or if you know any other travel lovers and you need to get a gift for them, I've put together a nice little list which I think all travel lovers would like. All of these gifts are going to be pretty affordable, which is really good, and they're not just Christmas related. You can get them for birthdays or any other occasion really where you need to buy someone a gift. So the first one, I always rave about these things, and that is packing cubes. I use them on every trip that I go on, whether it's like a weekend break away, whether I'm going on a big backpacking trip, whether I'm just going on like a 2-week holiday. Packing cubes come in all sizes. I normally separate my underwear in one. I can put big items of clothing in one, small items of clothing in one. Some people, if they're going on a shorter holiday, they actually put specific outfits in each packing cube, and I think that's a really good idea. And it doesn't necessarily save space in your backpack or suitcase. It definitely doesn't take up any, but it's just a really, really good way of organizing your stuff, especially I find when you're backpacking, because a lot of the time, if you don't have packing cubes, you literally have to take out everything in your bag just to find that one thing that you're looking for. But if you've got it all organized in packing cubes, you can take the cubes out, and that's just so much easier to find things. I absolutely love packing cubes and would recommend them to anybody who's going traveling of any kind. The next is something I discovered fairly recently, and that's these 100ml squeezy bottles. Now I feel like everyone knows about the 100ml like travel size bottles, which are kind of plasticky or glass and they don't squeeze or anything like that, and I have tried using those and I just find them so annoying. So when I discovered these ones, which are squeezy, it is more expensive, it's £10 for a pack of 2, but so worth it. And I literally bring these everywhere. If I'm going away for a few days or just a sleepover for one night, if I'm going on a big backpacking trip, they are so useful, they're compact, and it's amazing how much I actually appreciate the squeezy function of them. Honestly, they've been a really good small investment, and I think the perfect little gift to receive. The next is something very small, very cheap, but very useful, and that is a bottle opener keyring. So literally just a device to open bottles that you put on your set of keys. You will be surprised how often that comes in handy, and it doesn't even need to go on keys. Like if you're backpacking, you don't generally tend to carry around keys, but you can attach it to a zipper on your purse or on your bag, just having it handy. And those times where you're having pre-drinks with people or just drinks with people, especially when you're backpacking, it's not common just to have a bottle opener when you need it, and so yeah, you'll find that that comes in handy. So that was a really good stocking filler, or if you have someone for Secret Santa at work and you don't want to spend more than like £3 on them because you don't like them. An absolute essential when I go anywhere traveling is a portable charger. I use this one, it charges up my phone 4 times, but I mean, there's so many portable chargers on the market these days. I would definitely go for one that charges your phone more than once, because then you can go away for several days, you can charge several things on it, so a GoPro, a phone, or anything that you just need a USB to charge. They're so useful, and also just helping other people out. So I often charge my own phone, and then I'll have a friend or someone who I've met who their phone's run out of battery, and I'm like, I can help you out, and that's just a really nice thing to be able to do, especially when using things like Google Maps, which I do all the time on the go. My battery just goes, and even when walking around London and stuff, you're using City Mapper, and it just really drains the battery. So to be able to just charge it on the go is super useful and a really nice gift. The next thing that it is essential that all travelers have a good pair of is earphones. Now I have tried traveling with headphones in the past, which is nice, but I just don't find it as convenient, because when you're putting away, they're bulkier. And I've tried actually putting on headphones on a plane before and falling asleep with them, and they just started really hurting my ears after a while. So I am now massively in favor of just earphones, earbuds, and definitely if it's in your price range, to go for wireless Bluetooth ones, just because they're so much handy not having to deal with the faff of a wire attaching to whatever device you're wanting to listen to audio from. I did just mention in my last video that I've got these brand new ones from Studio Sweden, which I'm absolutely obsessed with, and if you want a discount code for Studio Sweden, I'll leave that in the description box below. Next thing is a passport case. This is something that I've not been traveling with for the past few years, and honestly that's a little bit of a regret, because my passport's just really worn out now. It doesn't look great, and I've still got to keep it until 2021, which is 3 years ago. Okay, that's actually really close. Oh my goodness. I remember thinking, oh my God, 2021, that's like 10 years away. When did it suddenly become the end of 2017? I am blown away by that. Anyway, passport case I really wish I would have gotten just to keep it intact. And especially if you use a brightly coloured one, it makes it easy to use in your bag. And I know you can get a lot of passport cases which also have little card holders in and money holders. And that's just a really handy thing to have around, especially when you're at airports and on the go and you don't want to have to get everything out of your bag every single time. Next thing is a travel journal, especially for those of you who love to write or maybe are keeping a blog but don't always have access to the internet or a computer. You want to write things down, you want to remember your memories, because at the end of the day you can take photos, and especially if you're not taking videos, a photo doesn't properly describe how you're feeling, the extent of the experiences that you've had. And so having a travel journal is a really nice thing to have with you to write down everything that you're feeling. I feel like a little bit of a hypocrite saying that because I don't actually carry a travel journal myself. I carry a notepad and I make notes. But as you know, I like to document my travels with videos where I can say what I'm feeling, I can say exactly what's happening at the time, and that's way more than a photo. However, you do need a camera for that, and they are slightly more expensive than travel journals. But if you know a travel lover who really likes to write, or they have a blog, you can get some really, really beautiful travel journals these days. I've especially seen some really nice ones at Paperchase actually. The next thing is a Gorilla tripod. I carry this one with me absolutely everywhere. I can attach my G7X to it, I can attach my GH5 to it, but you can also attach phones to these things. You do need like a little mount for your phone to get onto the tripod, but you can stand these up anywhere, you can wrap it around anything, and they're really light, really compact. And especially if you do like to take a lot of photos and take a lot of videos on your travel, it's so nice to be able to just pop it up somewhere, especially if you just want to do a video diary entry, or if you want to make a time lapse of something and you just need your camera to be still, or perhaps you want to take a group photo and there's no one to take the photo. You can set the camera down on something and set it on self-timer, and you can also do long exposure shots as well. Now I know that sounds a little bit technical, but if you do have a G7X for example, which isn't like a top of the range camera but a really good compact travel camera, you can actually shoot astrophotography with that, and I'll link a tutorial up there for you. But how cool to get like shots of the stars away on your travels. But anyway, a Gorilla tripod, really nifty, and I think a really versatile gift even if you're not an aspiring photographer or videographer. And the next thing is a travel pillow. There are loads which you can get on the market. My personal favorite is this one, which is the Evolution pillow. I do think it's a little bit more expensive at £38, but definitely worth the investment. It's just the perfect thing just to rest your head on so easily, and it's definitely my favorite travel pillow that I've ever had, and I have tried a few different ones. However, there are other cheaper ones which are effective too. And even before I had the Evolution pillow, just having any pillow was so much better than having no pillow at all, especially when you've got long bus journey rides if you're in somewhere like Southeast Asia or Central America or even Australia, and if you're staying in hostels and the pillows are just really rubbish and you can just boost it up with your own pillow. I just think it's a really handy thing to travel with. And the final thing, something very affordable. So again, it can be a stocking filler or a Secret Santa present for someone you don't really like, although I would be absolutely thrilled to get this, and that is a travel laundry bag. Not always the first thing that comes to mind when you think of stuff that you need for a trip, but whenever I forget a travel laundry bag, it really throws me off a little bit, because I'm like, I've got this dirty underwear and I don't want to put it in my bag because I don't want to make the rest of my clothes all smelly. Do you know what I mean? And you can get travel laundry bags which are super small. They actually fold up to put really small in your suitcase or your backpack, and then open up to be fairly big, but they're just so thin, and you can just put all your dirty washing in there, and then it can stay separate from the rest of your stuff, and then pops your uncle. You have a well-organized suitcase. But anyway, that's it. I hope this video has given you some good ideas, whether it's ideas to give to family members for yourself, or whether you know someone else who's going backpacking soon and you need to get them a Christmas present or a birthday present. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!